Ugh, what is up, gamers, and welcome back to my definitely normal playthrough of games. As you can see, we're playing Ghost Runner today, and I was gonna do these more throughout my summer, but I kind of forgot to do that. So we are starting very late into the summer. That's just how it goes. Uh, let's see. So yeah, Ghost Runner. This is a fun game. I played a while back. I'm definitely not a speedrunner of this game, but I'm gonna using some of the movement. I definitely did not appreciate the movement in this game when I first played it. I was the worst person to play this game. I didn't even realize there was like crouch dashing like this. Oh, apparently I'm still one of the worst players. Yeah, no, this is a fun game. When I first started this when I was first like got the idea of doing this series to kind of make shaders and play games with them on. This was definitely the first game that I thought of because I think this game looks incredibly boring without, like, just on its own. I mean, it's like the style isn't even that bad. It's just like a nice little slightly polished, like, Unreal style that's not like hard to come by, but doesn't necessarily look bad. But man, most of the game is just black and blue, like and various variations of just darker tones without any contrast and stuff. Oh, forgot bullet parries. Oh, we got bullet parries. Bullet parrying is in this game. But yeah, this game is just nice, feels slick. I do like you don't have to actually kill every enemy you see. You can just run past them, which is nice. One real game I tend to actually put some effort into when it came to speedrunning was Katana Zero, and I mean, you can't do that in that game, but that game has a different fun to it, which is just having to path with that in mind. But yeah. But no, I definitely, if there's two things I don't like about this game, one is the visuals, which I've hopefully made a little bit better. Although honestly, like, I mean, I think I might not even want to use the pixelate filter on this. I kind of just liked my color shifting compared to the original, because I think the original, as I said before, just very bland, not very variety of colors. Bam, bam, bam. Which I'm fine with just using two colors and different shades of it, but like I don't know, I don't think it's executed very nicely. I am so bad at this game, holy. But the other thing I definitely changed is the bosses, because holy, the bosses in this game are boring. I mean, the first one's like a platform boss, which I think was fun. I've like played the first section of this game again when testing out shaders, so I haven't gotten there in a while. Is there a guy I skipped? There was a guy I skipped. Oh wait, this is the end. You know what? Holy, you can tell I have not played this game in a while. But yeah, the boss in this game, I guess the humanoid boss in this game were boring. Did I just blow? Oh!
A trespasser spotted in the area.
Yoinkers. Please go under. Alrighty. And then this guy. Boink. Did I have to go back there? Yes, I did. But yeah, the boss in this game were... Oh, nice, you can death warp. Oh, okay. This is probably some fun speedrunning with that in mind. But yeah, the boss in this game and the visuals I changed. The writing I'd also changed, but I mean, what to do about that? It's just cookie cutter writing that's very boring. I also, whatever. That's the only real main complaints I have with this game. But like the gameplay, it's fun. I mean, you can see me just moving very fast, and of course not being able to keep up with it. But it's a lot of fun. I wish the beginning areas didn't have so much. I don't even remember if there was green here originally, if that was my shader introducing green. But the issue with stylistically trying to change the entire game is that if you only change one area, what's it called? I mean, the game wasn't built to account for these shaders, so I think my shaders look a lot nicer in sort of the earlier section of the game. And then once you get to areas like this, which what does this even look like? Oh yes, when you just get into these lighter gray sections, it turns green, which I think this looks pretty nice. I like how this looks in the original game. I just don't like how that beginning blues sort of pair up. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, this room gave me a lot of trouble in my first playthrough. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's the one thing about bullet deflection in this game is that it's a 50-50. It's not 50-50, but in the moment it feels like a 50-50 on whether or not you'll kill the guy with the bullets. So sometimes I usually assume I won't, but it just kind of works out. But yeah, no, this series gonna be continuing doing more of it. Next couple of games, there's been a lot of fun games that I've played recently that I'm gonna have to do this on. Ghost Runner was the game I used to choose for picking a non-stylized game to practice shaders on, but the issue with it, of course, is that because there's only really blues and blacks in most of the beginning, you don't really get a lot of variety with your shaders. But I might do Clair Obscure next, because that's a realistic looking game, which means I can stylize it further, because I mean it's a lot harder to stylize games that are already stylized. Ooh, this area is not going to be fun. My shader's going to bloom up the blues a lot, so if you do not like the color white in general, just eye strain. This area might not be the best. But my original playthrough, I definitely disliked this area because I liked having my air dash to correct movement mistakes, but now that I'm more used to crouch, like gliding like this, like I'm playing Titanfall. That's actually probably the reason why I like the move in this game now, is because I played Titanfall. Oh, I forgot you can like hyper dash in this game. You can like do a shatter skate like in D2. But yeah, now that I know like how to crouch, it's not even crouching, it's just sliding. I don't know why I keep saying crouch dashing like it's a Smash Bros tech. I managed that this game can't just kill you. But yeah, it's a lot more. These areas are a little more fun. Of course, they're a little more punishing, which is it's just how it goes. I mean, outside this area, if you miss a jump, you can like practically wall run back from anywhere. So having that removed is a little bit rougher, but it's nothing to complain about. The main issue, of course, is the future cyber levels where there's puzzles, which I mean, like I imagine there's routing for speedruns that just like invalidate them, but as someone that doesn't know that routing, very boring, and that's why I haven't really played much of this game. Because mainly I was just playing these beginning areas to practice shaders, and I do not want to go through the puzzles and the bosses of the game again. The game's also a little longer than Katana Zero, which Katana Zero is like the game. Actually, I don't know the speedrun time for this game is. I like your 40-minute to 30. I'm bad. Like, why did I not crouch there? My brain. Oh, I can definitely make that. I can definitely. Not if I time it correctly, but I do like my like 30-minute speedruns. Yeah, whatever. I'll just take the easy way. Don't really want to do long games. I don't want to grind. Also 3D games. Honestly, I'm way better with 2D games when it comes to speedrunning 3D. I don't know why. My brain just has a hard time with 3D, like going fast in 3D spaces, which is weird because I used to be a D2 grinder or Destiny 2 grinder, but that's just how life goes. I mean, Destiny 2, it's mainly small contained rooms. There are large open areas, but usually you can see where you want to go and you don't have to do any map layout memorization. Not entirely true, but if you're on high-end speedrunning, but I was more of just a person like to do speedrunning tricks from raid encounters rather than someone actively speedrunning dungeons or anything. Yeah. It's kind of interesting that I guess there's enough of a crowd in D2 for people to actually be speedrunning raids. Getting together multiple people to do speedrun for a raid sounds like actual hell organization. Yeah, no, this area definitely. I guess like yeah. Issue. Yeah, this comes back to the issue I was saying earlier. When trying to make the visuals of the game look nicer, you can account for one area but not another unless you swap shaders between areas. Which I mean I could do. Like I'd rather like. Yeah, this looks really nice with my shader on. The exaggeration of the reds, the blacks, like I definitely do like the darker tones with the shader, the blues and stuff. Kind of just turn into eyesore though. I was like already ran out talking points at this point. I'm kind of just rambling without any direction. I didn't actually realize how many people on my Steam's friend list played this game. Yeah, Katana Zero. I'm actually a couple times already. That's It's gonna be a fun challenge to figure out how to make a good shader for that game. So I definitely have to play it at some point. I mean, I speedran it for a little bit, so definitely have to at some point do it in the series. But it's yet again hard to stylize an already stylized game, especially one that's already pixelated. Speaking of which, I'm gonna let's try the pixelated shader again, see if that makes this look a little nicer. I wonder, I might have to stop doing pixelated shaders for the series though, because I'm sure the YouTube compression algorithm doesn't like them as much. But we will see when I upload this video what the result looks like. Bump, bump. Yeah, this game just feels nice. That's the one thing. I do like the quality of life, kind of. Like, it's really easy to mantle in this game, really easy to keep going fast. Sometimes there's some gimmicks with that, though. This definitely does play like a, does definitely play like a not entirely polished, but semi-polished game. Not sure to describe it correctly. Kind of like a, I don't know, it's better than most, like, of what I generally classify, like, Baby's first Unity game, which doesn't even really have to apply to only Unity games. You know, the aesthetic, like, clean aesthetic, like, clean models that aren't really, like, I feel like they're clean because they took it out of a game engine rather than made it themselves, you know, kind of a, but, this game definitely has more polish than most of the games I put under that label, but not entirely. I mean, it's most obvious with the bosses. If you showed me a Ghost Runner boss and none of the rest of the game, I would definitely say like, oh yeah, this is a game that had a devlog made after and then released after 7 years. But I know Ghost Runner turned out pretty well. From what I heard, the sequel was kind of ass and went to open world, which is really strange because I think the only things good about this game are the constrained nature of the levels with plus the movement. But I mean, it can be good. I mean, open world games can have fun speedruns, but usually the fun's not, I don't know. In order to make a fun speedrun open world game, I feel like it has to be like AAA level of polish. Because, did I turn around? Huh. Because otherwise I feel like the capacity for small glitches and just things the devs didn't really think about could easily ruin longer, like, longer scenarios with less checkpoints. But I don't really know how the open world in Ghost Runner 2 is structured, so I mean, I can't really make a read on if the speedrun would probably be good or not. How did I miss that? Alright, take out. Wait, the checkpoint earlier did not make me do that jump again. Yeah, it's just small little gimmicks like that that I feel like can hurt speedrun that's longer term. Boink.
You were there when they came for us.
Yeah. Oh wait, it was back there? Oh my god. Yeah, I am still not used to the movements of this game. It's fun, though. It's definitely fun. Yet again, I've run out of talking points here. What do I even talk about? Games I played recently. So yeah, I've already mentioned Claire Obscura. We kind of like, we're living in a little bit of an RPG like heaven right now, because I mean, we've got Claire Obscura coming out. We got Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. And so you kind of got both sides of like the RPG spectrum, the indie versus AAA, which I guess I'm not even sure if, what was the developer? Sand something? Sandfall, that was it. I'm not even sure if Sandfall counts as AAA, but I mean they have like a 100-person plus team. I guess Deltarune is kind of not indie at this point. I mean, I think it's also like a 50-person team or something, but like it's still basically indie. It's just not like one guy on a devlog indie. Ooh boy. The issue with the pixelate filter is unfortunate, is that's kind of hard to see if the enemies are firing at their big obvious red laser. Boink. Yeah, but no, both those games are really fun. Claire Obscure, very good game. I think everyone's already talked about that already. Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, also very good game, definitely. I wonder, I might be able to do a video on Deltarune with the shader. I'm not sure what I do the shader for. I mean, the battles aren't very visually focus compared to like the overworld. But I mean, just walking around the overworld would be kind of boring and not really sure what I could shader in it. I mean, the shader, like, it's mostly just black and white for battles. Let's, I don't know, maybe Gerson fights would be good with the shader. I don't really want to. The issue, of course, that putting shaders on definitely makes these games harder depending on how far I go with them. And making a secret boss harder would be a challenge. I mean, I don't have to beat it, I suppose, for the video. I just need to talk. Oh, that's another thing. Talking. Oh, it brings me all the way down here. No. Yeah, doing platforming while talking is a great combo. Yeah, talking while doing an Undertale fight or a Deltarune fight, not my specialty. Blink. I don't know. I might not do Deltarune. I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah, older games. I'm not even sure. I play so many stylized games. That's not. It's gonna be hard to make good shelters for them all. I'm definitely gonna do Garfield Kart. Which is, I guess that one came out of left field. Garfield Kart is the game I use for testing most of my shaders, because it's a game that boots up fast, so if it crashes, it's all okay. And I mean, it has a lot of colors to it. It's mostly greens and oranges, but that's just how it goes. It is highly stylized, so I can't do kind of like working off of a non-stylized game for my shaders, but that's just how it goes. But Garfield Kart will make up for there. I don't even know how to play Garfield Kart properly. I haven't even looked at the keybinds, so I don't know how to drift in that game. I literally just hop in and test the shader. But that'll be a fun one to do. I might just do that one next, honestly. Maybe not. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Ooh, my sliding's not good. Okay. Maybe Katana Zero next. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Oh, there's a third person in this room. Wait. Where are they? I figured out where they were. Okay. My brain, remember the right. Go to the right. No, don't get caught on that. Yeah, I do like the just air movement, the ability to, like, it feels really possible to dodge enemy bullets in this game, which is nice. But sometimes also the hitbox is just a little larger than you think.
This is it.
Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, and I think is this the next cybernetic? Yeah, this is the next cyber one. Welcome to the puzzle dimension, aka the place I do not want to be. So this will definitely be where I'm ending off the video. I mean, I've already ran out of talking points like 5 times over, so who cares? But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna make these types of videos more often now that I'm actually doing stuff in the summer again. Maybe bi-weekly or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is the end of my sort of, I guess, little shader demo here while I'm running in my ghost. I guess this area I actually think looks pretty good without a shader. It's a really nice warm red with these darker blues. But this is like one of the few areas in the game I still really like without shaders. But yeah, no, that's just a fun little thing. I guess hopefully maybe see you all later.